Hello everyone, welcome back to this YouTube channel, and in today's presentation video we are going to discuss about the role of water in food preservation and shelf life. This video is part of a series of videos which is primarily going to be focused on the properties of water and its applications. This presentation is the second part of the water series. This slide shows you the brief overview of the contents that will be discussed in today's presentation. We are now going to begin with a brief introduction into the subject matter. Water generally has numerous applications in the food industry. Water can be used for sanitation, cleaning and also manufacturing purposes. Water can also be used for various other operations, such as for growing, unloading, fluming, washing, brining, ice manufacture, and in sanitation and in hygiene programs. Water is also a key ingredient in most of our food products. The fundamental importance of water quality in food production is often underestimated. This underestimation generally becomes the underlying cause for several problems, such as mismanagement of water, equipment operation, and maintenance issues, loss of revenue, food safety, and product quality. Food safety and food security can have a profound impact on the quality of human life. The control of water level in foods is an important aspect of food quality, as water content affects the shelf life of food. Next, we are going to look at the role of water in food preservation and learn about its application in the food industry. Generally, there are four major uses of water in food production, and they are primary production, cleaning and sanitation, processing operations, and as food ingredient. Food and agriculture sectors are the largest consumers of water. The largest use of water is in primary food production. In agriculture, water is predominantly used for crop irrigation purposes. In livestock farming, large volumes of water are used for livestock watering along with maintenance of general hygiene of the animals and equipment. Water, as we know, is a universal solvent. When we talk about cleaning, it is a very broad term. When used in the context of food handling, it implies the complete removal of food soil and associated non-food visible components using water and detergent chemicals. Firstly, water helps clean and remove the visible soil. The equipment, machinery, and containers are all cleansed using water. In all practical purposes, the quality of water used for cleaning and washing should be similar to potable water. Sanitization refers to the reduction of microorganisms to the level that is considered safe from a public health viewpoint. Sterilization is the statistical destruction and removal of all living organisms. Disinfection, on the other hand, refers to inanimate objects and the destruction of all vegetative cells, not spores. The official definition of sanitizing for food product contact surfaces, as given by the Association of Official Analytical Chemists, is a process that reduces the contamination level by 99.999%, which is 5 logs in 30 seconds. Water is used in sanitization. It can be used alone, or it can be used along with some chemical agent for effective sanitization. The chemical sanitization involves the use of chemical sanitizer at a specified concentration and contact time. In chemical sanitization, water is used as medium or vehicle for more effective and efficient cleaning and sanitization. Water is involved in approximately 95 to 99% of cleaning and sanitizing operations of food productions. Water functions as a vehicle to carry the detergent or the sanitizer to the surface, as well as remove soil or contaminations from the food surface. The third key aspect of this presentation involves discussing the importance for regulating the water quality. Water can also contain a significant number of microorganisms. Water used for cleaning and sanitizing must be potable and pathogen-free. Prior to use in cleaning regimes, standard treatments and sanitization of water may be required. Safe and readily available water, whether it is used for drinking, domestic use, food production, or recreational purposes, is essential for public health. The quality of water used in food production and processing decides the food quality and its security. It is essential that to have healthy and hygienic food, the water used must be of very high quality. Impurities of water that are identified and measured fall into 3 basic categories: qualitative, general quantitative, and specific. Qualitative identification includes physical parameters such as turbidity, taste, color, and odor. These generally describe obvious conditions of water. This part of the video will focus on the waterborne food contaminants. Physical contaminants are derived from incoming water that is not usually controlled by filtration, and it can be monitored by turbidity measurements. Microphysical particles like glass and metal microparticles are hazardous and cause serious injury to consumers. Chemical hazards include organic compounds, inorganic elements for instance heavy metals, and complex chemicals for example pesticides. Chemical contaminants occur due to a variety of ways, such as environmental contamination or from a chemical spill, or due to incorrect use of pesticides or because of cross-contamination of the water supply with sewage or through industrial waste. Waterborne microorganisms potentially causing illness include bacteria, viruses, protozoa, and helminths. Most of the pathogens do not grow in water. These pathogens are introduced into the water by animal and/or human sewage. However, some are environmental pathogens that can normally grow in water. A majority of water-borne diseases are spread by pathogenic microorganisms that are transmitted through contaminated fresh water. These diseases can be transmitted while bathing, washing, or drinking water or by eating food exposed to infected water. Infection commonly results during drinking contaminated water or use of such water in the preparation of food, or the consumption of food contaminated with these pathogens. Various forms of water-borne diarrheal diseases are the most prominent examples and affect mainly children in developing countries. The presence of water plays a crucial role in the food industry, and this section will briefly discuss about the role and purpose of water activity. The role of water in food storage and preservation is an important consideration from the point of food safety and stability. In general, it is the water activity of food, abbreviated as OR, and not the water content, which determines the lower limit of water for microbial growth. Water activity is defined as the ratio of the partial vapor pressure of water in equilibrium with a food to the partial saturation vapor pressure of water vapor in air at the same temperature. This is equivalent to the relative humidity of the air that is in equilibrium with the food. The value of water activity ranges from 0 to 1. The importance of water activity in food systems cannot be exaggerated in food safety. It is well known that, throughout history, several methods of food preservation like drying and the addition of sugar or salt were prevalent, and they are commonly used even today. These methods have one common principle, which is to keep low water activity. These methods prevent growth of food spoiling microorganisms and maintain food quality. Lastly, we are going to discuss about hardness of water and how our water supplies are treated for safer consumption and use. Water hardness is the most important chemical property that has a direct effect on cleaning and sanitizing efficiency. Hardness of water is measured in parts per million ppm, or grains per gallon. The chemistry of the water, the hardness in particular, greatly affects the performance of cleaning chemicals. Water hardness increases detergent consumption. It can cause formation of film, scale, or precipitates on equipment surfaces. Ignorance in proper understanding of water chemistry can cost money and economic losses to the processors. It may be in the form of increased use of cleaning agents or increased cleaning time. Water pH ranges generally from 5 to 8.5. This range is of no serious consequence to most detergents and sanitizers. However, additional buffering agents may be required for highly alkaline or highly acidic water. The most common chemical oxidizing method used for disinfection of water systems is chlorination. It is used as hypochlorite solution, liquid bleach, and chloride dioxide. Chlorine is more effective at lower pH. At the lower pH, more hypochlorous ions are formed, and this increases the antimicrobial activity. If the water used is very hard, it is necessary to treat the water adequately before use. Generally, water softening becomes essential for both processing and cleaning applications. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please subscribe for more. Videos will be posted every Friday.